At the Apple event on May 7th, Apple introduced a new Apple Pencil, the Apple Pencil Pro. This Apple Pencil has additional features over the regular Apple Pencil despite it having an identical design. Funny enough, with the introduction of this Apple Pencil, this now makes 4 Apple Pencils you can use and purchase depending on the iPad you are using or plan to use. I feel like this makes things a little tricky. There's literally a table breaking down the Apple Pencils. And I mentioned in my video on the Apple Pencil USB-C that I thought Apple should introduce a Pro Apple Pencil and then the regular Apple Pencil, and then just eliminate the need for the 4 different pencils. But that also means that an iPad like the iPad 9th generation, which they still support, would need to eliminate the Lightning charging port and introduce magnetic charging or USB-C charging, similar to the Apple Pencil USB-C. There are certainly some growing pains here with moving to USB-C, and it's trickling into the Apple Pencil accessories for sure. But regardless of how weird the lineup is now with Apple Pencil, Apple did introduce a Pro version like I really thought we would eventually see. Before we hop into all the cool new features of the Apple Pencil Pro, let's unbox one, or 4. They all artistically spell out Pro, and I think it'd be really cool to sit down with the people that design the wallpapers and the packaging in Apple, because it's always just so impressive. If you do end up getting an Apple Pencil Pro, you should comment down below which design you end up being surprised with. So cue a fun Apple Pencil Pro unboxing. Though the exterior of the Apple Pencil is still the same, there are changes on the inside of the Apple Pencil Pro that sets it apart from the regular Apple Pencil. One of which being a new sensor within the barrel of the pencil, so we get Apple Pencil Squeeze. If you quickly squeeze Apple Pencil Pro, it brings up a contextual menu. For writing and drawing apps, we can change between our writing tool and even more granularly adjust things like line width and undo in different versions of our projects or our notes. When I'm writing normally, I hold my pencil and other writing utensils pretty lightly, so I will say that the squeeze gesture on the Apple Pencil Pro has taken some getting used to for me personally. I could also see potentially accidentally bringing up this menu if you tend to kind of adjust your grip and your grip pressure a lot. But you are able to change the sensitivity settings of squeeze in the Apple Pencil settings of your iPad. The cool thing though with this new squeeze gesture is that much like the double tap functionality that is already in Apple Pencil, and of course the Apple Pencil Pro, is that you can customize what the gesture actually does as well. So if you'd rather bring up the color palette instead of the tool menu, you can change that in the settings under Apple Pencil too. You can also use the squeeze gesture to run a shortcut. It will be really interesting to see how the app developers use the squeeze gesture within their apps to allow for additional quick actions, favorite tools, or just bringing up the most used features of their app with just simply squeezing the Apple Pencil. For instance, in Procreate, you can use squeeze to change layers with hover as well. and snap objects into place with their haptic feedback. Shortcuts opens up its own whole world of things, and while I'm still experimenting with shortcuts for Apple Pencil Squeeze, it has the potential to be really immersive in that it's controlled with a gesture you do with your pencil. Having the squeeze gesture run a shortcut to open my digital planner, for instance, might be really helpful. I'm hoping to experiment with more shortcuts geared toward note takers and artists and dive further into that and just have a bit more fun with it. With the internal changes and additions within Apple Pencil Pro, there is now a gyroscope. The gyroscope taps into a new Pencil Pro feature called barrel roll. So when you rotate the barrel of your Apple Pencil Pro, much like traditional writing tools, it affects the shape of your brush. I can roll my Apple Pencil Pro to tilt my brush and achieve different looks from tools like the fountain brush and highlighter. I know digital calligraphers and the like are probably just shaking in their boots over this new feature because rather than solely relying on something like the pressure sensitivity of the pencil, you can now be even more precise and traditional with various calligraphy styles and writing languages. Of course, barrel roll can be used for more than just tilting your brush, depending on how app developers harness the new sensors in the Apple Pencil Pro. In Procreate, for instance, you can use the liquefy feature without going through all of the steps of adjusting the liquefy settings and then pressing it on your screen to achieve that feature. You can just twist and turn your Apple Pencil Pro. Artists can roll to automatically change brushes, the color, and other settings according to the CEO of Procreate in Apple's keynote event. Barrel roll is another one that may take some getting used to, at least it does for me. And unlike the squeeze gesture, barrel roll is one that you cannot currently customize or even disable entirely in the settings, but maybe one day. Another little fun tidbit about the Apple Pencil Pro is that it casts a shadow of the pencil itself onto your screen, so you know where the pencil is and how it's being held before you ever start writing or drawing on a canvas. This is something you're able to turn off in the settings, but it is just a nice little detail that will probably go unnoticed, but it really speaks to the attention that Apple is giving to the pencil with iPad. Of course, the Pro also has Apple Pencil Hover and Double Tap. Double Tap being an especially loved feature amongst note takers and digital artists, since it's so easy to switch to an eraser when in need. FindMy was added to the Apple Pencil Pro, not a crucial feature for me personally, since I mostly just use the regular Apple Pencil and it's just always stored magnetically on the side of my iPad when I'm not using it. But it is a great quality of life addition for anyone who isn't so lucky with keeping track of the pencil. Now, that's some pro level features and gestures, but the Apple Pencil Pro works with more than just the new iPad Pros. You can also use Apple Pencil Pro with the new iPad Airs. It's important to note, however, that the Apple Pencil Pro is not compatible with other iPad or iPad Pro models, even the M2 iPad Pros that we've seen previously. The Apple Pencil Pro is $129, which is the same price as the Apple Pencil 2nd generation. Overall, the Apple Pencil Pro offers even more capabilities beyond that of any other tablet stylus that I've used, and I believe it is intended to make marking up documents and taking notes or just creating digital art even easier and that much more intuitive. If you're upgrading to or thinking about buying the new iPad Air or the iPad Pro, the Apple Pencil hands down is a must-have accessory, with it being a touch-first interface. Let me know what you think about the updates to the Apple Pencil Pro, and if you have questions, I'll do my best to answer them down below. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, then you'll love my Apple event recap video where I candidly share my first impressions and my hands-on experience with the new iPads. And then of course, the Apple Pencil Pro. I will see you in my next video. Bye!